Hey guys, welcome back to the live stream. I think we've got everything set. Welcome, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Markets are going to be open in about 1 hour and 10 minutes. Today, Joe Biden is going to be inaugurated into office. It is definitely going to be an exciting day. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Morning to Mitchell, Nosler, Daniel, Hung Yung, Mastered, Ultra Instinct Goku, Champ, Samoa Yassine, Duncan, Diego, Uzi, LFTE Fit, Christina. Guys, welcome to the live stream. Alright, so today, guys, we're going to be covering obviously the stocks that we usually cover, but we're also just going to be covering some new stocks. You know, if you got any stock in mind, drop it down below in the comment section or the live chat, I would say. We're going to cover everything we could possibly cover. It's going to be very, very interesting. Good morning, everybody. Good morning to Jill, John, Chirag, Juwaira, Louis, Mustafa, MK, Sied, Marcus, and Tony, Sasha, Uzi, Chili Sauce. I think I got everybody so far. So, my prediction for Churchill Capital was that we would kind of consolidate here, which actually happened. After that, I predicted this move to the upside, right? I said it would most likely be going up towards the $22, if anything. I still think it could happen during the open hours. We'll have to see what will happen next. I do remember at some point we were in this range. We spiked up and then we came back down. Very unfortunate, but what can you do about it? Lots of people saying BNGO, FNB, BTQA, and many other. GIVO. Interesting. INUV. It hit 125%. Interesting stocks. I've heard GIVO many times before now, which is definitely something I'll have a look at right now. See what they do. GIVO. Process Industries Chemicals. So I remember saying that there's a chance it was going to come down. Remember, guys, I did an analysis on GIVO. I said it would come down from the $11 all the way back to the $8, bounce off of it, then come down and fill the gap to the $6. So this was my initial prediction. We came down from the 11 to about $8.3, which is pretty nice. This is kind of according to what we said. We're now sort of trying to bounce back to the 50-day moving average, which is this orange line over here you can see. It's really interesting because we are now right about to fill the gap to the downside, but we also created a gap right here. So this is going to be a very interesting tug of war for GIVO, I would say. So we did complete this part of the prediction. Now, it could go both ways at this moment. We'll see. Markets are very bullish, so I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised if we would bounce off instead, and we would fill the gap to the upside here. So we would just gradually fill the gap there. Let's see what's happening. AMD, Tesla, IPOE. Yeah, definitely Tesla. I haven't checked Tesla in a while either. Tesla is gapping up. Historically speaking, gapping up means we're probably going to fill the gap down again. So I would not be too optimistic by this move. However, we have to keep in mind that for Tesla, we also have earnings coming up in a couple days, about a week from now. So that will be the bullish catalyst for that. But I think we're going to have a very tough time breaching 860. So I'm just going to say we're going to touch 860 and come down again. come back to this bearish channel, potentially fill the gap, go to the 840s again, and kind of trade sideways a bit. At least that's what I'm seeing right now. What do you think about Netflix? Right, so good point. What do I think about Netflix? Netflix, if you guys didn't know, they had earnings yesterday and they went up significantly. I think they went up like 13 percentage points in the pre-market and after hours together. I think what's going to happen with Netflix, if I'm going to be really honest with you, I think we're going to sell off. I think we will sell off because we reached this resistance. I don't think it's going to be a big sell-off. I think it's going to be a small sell-off. If we really look at this, there would be a support range right here for Netflix. I think there's a chance it's going to come back down to the 550s in that range. In fact, I think we have two gaps in that range. So right about here. So the 555, that's what I'm expecting it to go down to at least. So during open hours, it's going to kind of sell off and just come back down here, potentially bottom out. But it could go down a little bit further before really pushing upwards. But for now, that is what I'm seeing for Netflix stock. It had a great move to the upside, but a lot of people will be taking profits, I think. That is what I'm seeing right now. Let me see. AMD, Palantir, BNGO. Gareth, so you still think Tesla will go back to the 600s? I think in March, we're going to see Tesla go back to the 600s, possibly. NEO, AMD, let's see, BNGO, INUV. Fwan H says, Gara is stuck with his short position on Tesla. Actually, I'm not, but all right. Weird. BNGO, Bionano Genomics. So I remember saying that Bionano Genomics would initially come down to the $8.13 and then bounce right back up. So it's come down a bit further than that. It's actually come down significantly further than that. How could we see? Hold up. Why is it selling off 17.9%? Something must have happened. Hold up. Guys, if you're reading or if you're listening right now, why is Bionano Genomics selling off right now? A new offering. Okay. BNGO has a new offering. So, yes. So I was already expecting this downturn, but I didn't expect such a massive downturn. Like I say in the past, fundamentals have a major impact. The technicals could not foresee an 18.2% sell-off because of a offering, obviously. That is something like, it's like a few future events that you can't really predict unless you're like an insider or something. But I think we still did very good. We predicted where things were heading, and they were heading down. And we kind of also predicted it halfway through to the 8.13, and then it really sold off here. So we're going to have to do a new analysis on Bionano Genomics, because this obviously had a major impact on the technicals as well. I definitely think we're going to rebound. It's just going to look a little bit differently to what we drew. But I think there's a chance it's going to come back to this trend line here. Let me see. Palantir. Some people want to see Palantir. Okay, look at Lemonade, Amazon, FNB, AMD. All right, I'm going to go to AMD in a second. I think Bionano Genomics, where it stands right now, we are just crossing on the 4 hours. And on the daily chart, we're still heading upwards. So not a whole lot happening on the daily chart. Although this is a bit worrying because it's crossing on the 4 hours. So I think we're going to see some... probably it will rally back. Hold up. Let me just look at what's happening. Only 30 minutes. Yeah, so I think we're going to see us rally back to 7.7, potentially even to $8 at some point, but then we come back down, I would say, to 7.2, and then maybe even go down to the 6.8, 6.7. That's looking very weird, right? What's happening on the 4 hours? Yeah, so yeah, I'm not expecting this to rally upwards for a bit, right? For just a short time, I would say we would probably see a correction like this, and then gradually rally up from this trend line. I think that is, in my opinion, what is most likely happening. It's gonna blow off some steam because, you know, they're doing an offering. Yeah, they offered at $6. That's a major discount. I agree. Yeah, it's coming down 17%. I mean, they have to get their revenue. Their revenue. They have to get some capital, right? Let me check AMD. Somebody said check AMD, Advanced Micro Devices. Here we go. This is going to be AMD. Yes, so I remember saying that AMD was looking really fine and that we would rally back to $100. I find it very unfortunate that we cannot see the lines. I drew a couple lines, actually, indicating that we would trend upwards. So that's what I'm still seeing. I think most definitely it's going to pass. It's going to see a little bit of resistance here as well, but it's going to definitely rally for earnings. Yeah, I'm expecting AMD to most likely kind of go up in this fashion, going above the $100, to be really honest. Keep in mind, this could look very parabolic as well, so we could very well be going upwards like this, and then for earnings, and then come back down. So, you know, I'm gonna keep it like this as it is, because it is looking like we're about to cross the MACD here, and there is some space on the RSI to be moving just very fast, right? Hold up. Let me check the markets. Markets are looking very, very positive. That is, that's pretty great. Honestly. Didn't expect that. See what's happening with other stocks. Guys, let's get to 50 likes right now. BTC, Bitcoin. Yeah, I want to do another proper one on Bitcoin, actually. Oh, there you go. It's still selling off. Thought the wedge pattern would indicate more bullishness, but there you go. Bitcoin is super unpredictable. Okay, so I'm just gonna go from the assumption that we are now in a bearish channel, so that does make a lot of sense, actually. It's looking like we're still heading down. Like we could be heading down to this 200 EMA, bounce off again, and then yeah. I'm just gonna assume that crossing on the daily chart just basically means that we're gonna remain in this bearish trend. So yeah, I would be very careful with Bitcoin. It's moving differently from, I would say, the past. Somebody says DraftKings. I'm going to go to Palantir instead right now. So what's Palantir doing? Palantir sitting at 27.05. It's gravitating upwards now, which is very bullish, of course. Let me just zoom in a little bit so you can see it. Yeah, we're moving towards this resistance at the 27.4. I would say 27.5. I think, you know, the pattern that Palantir usually exhibits is we kind of rally upwards in the pre-market and the after hours, and then during the market hours we sell off. So it's not rallying a lot. This is still doable, but if past patterns hold up, then yes, Palantir is most likely gonna sell off initially, come down to the 26 again, and then bounce off of that, rallying possibly to the 28, to about 28.5. So Palantir, as it is, looking incredibly bullish, I would say, definitely in an uptrend. Gara, I think it's time for you to sell us to smash the like button. Smash the like button right now, guys. We're almost at 100 likes. Okay, no, that's really weird. But make sure you hit the like button if you enjoy the live stream. I would appreciate that. Back to Tesla. Tesla. Still sitting at the same price range, probably because it's not been updated yet. Well, what the hell is going on here? SBE, switchback energy, I believe. Yeah. So what did I say here? What is happening? So switchback energy, I still would be trending upwards here. And it's pretty much going the opposite way right now. Why is it going the opposite way right now? Oh, okay. Makes sense. Extended negativity. I guess on this one we were off by quite a large margin. It literally went the opposite way. Very noticeable. I want to try to understand why this was the case. See if there was anything happening. We went down about 10%. Does anybody know what happened with switchback energy, or was there nothing happening? Because, I mean, this movement is not too regular. I mean, it could very well just be a sell-off. Just like right there. No, I think I anticipated more bullishness. But honestly, this was actually pretty predictable. Looking at past patterns. I mean, it looks very predictable. Really weird that we got this one wrong. You can't get them all right, unfortunately. But assuming that this pattern holds, hold up. SBE has not merger done yet. Somebody says. Oh yeah, right. That could be it. Alright, so that may have been the reason why it didn't go as expected. Could be. What I'm expecting here right now from SBE, I think what's possible here is potentially hit the, on the 4-hour time frame, hit the 100 moving average here, then gradually move upwards. I would say 55 is a great round number, so see some resistance there. So I'm still thinking it's going to move up, especially considering they have a catalyst. So, hi Garen, not sure if you talked about this already. CCIV, Bloomberg Terminal Twitter feed. Yeah, so good point. Let's go to Churchill Capital Corp. Yeah, so somebody did tweet out a Bloomberg terminal, which basically said that Churchill Capital was looking to acquire Lucid Motors. And so that's like confirmed now that they're trying to, they're trying to make it happen. So it's kind of on paper confirmed. So you could look at this like two ways. This is either a very bearish thing or a very bullish thing, right? If it's a very bullish thing, it's that, yeah, they're trying to acquire Lucid Motors, so the rumors are true. But they have not told us yet that it's gone through or not. So that could be bearish. It could very well be bearish news. So what could be happening next is maybe people are going to sell it until the news, until the letter of intent. That is a possibility. Because it's like you buy in the rumor, you sell on the news. That's kind of how it goes. Let's see. GNOG and Apex Technology, please, Gara. GNOG, Golden Nugget Online Gaming. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys remember, but I've done an analysis in the past on GNOG. I drew this trend line over here. I kind of concluded that we were going to be moving upwards. This was right here, right? We didn't know where this was heading precisely. I think it was sitting around the $20 range. We did an analysis. We said, hey, basically what's going to happen is we're going to go through the roof. We're just going to go upwards from here. That's what happened. You know, we went from $19 to about $23.4. We filled the gap right here, which is pretty great. Honestly, great analysis, I would say. What is happening here is a sell-off. We filled the gap here. We're now coming back to a support line. And I would say GNOG is about to see another rally to the upside, if anything. Alright, so that's what I'm currently seeing for GNOG. Probably something like that. Going towards that $25, I would say. That's my assumption right now. Small market cap, so big moves are very well going to be possible. Maybe it's going to take a little bit longer, but I think this is the pattern we're going to see. That is going to be the trend for this stock. SENS. Let me check that one. Sensionics. Oh boy, went up 80%, went up 13%. I think we're in for a correction, aren't we? I think we're in for a correction. While yes, it could still go up further. I think it looks more like we're about to see a correction down to the $2.6 before anything happens. So that's what I'm currently seeing, because if we would draw a trend line here, like just a casual trend line. Hold up. Yeah, so that makes sense. I think it's going to be coming down to 2.6, etc., and then rally further. Let me just color this green. There you go. So yeah, it's I think we're going to see a correction. Unless there's some really bullish news, I mean, honestly. FNB, Crisp R, Nano Dimension, GLSI. I want to check Lemonade. We've been right on Lemonade quite often. Here you go. There you go. There you go. Okay, so yeah, so pretty happy about this one. Moving exactly as expected, I would say. About to be bottoming out and rallying again, most likely. So pretty nice. I think Lemonade is very predictable. About to see a move to the upside here on the 1 hour time frame and the 4 hour time frame. So yeah, I'm very happy with what I'm seeing right now. I think Lemonade is about to see a massive rally to the upside. Potentially going to be worth about 10%, 20%. It's going to uphold the trend line most likely. That's what I'm expecting right now. AMC. So I think Lemonade's going to go back to the all-time high. AMC Entertainment. I think I've never checked out this stock. What is very evident is that this pattern that we're seeing, we've already seen this right here, where we just rally upwards and top out. Sitting at $3. $334 million market cap. I don't know anything about the fundamentals of this company, but it seems like they're struggling. IPO'd in 2013. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. They could have done some stock splits, etc., but... Or I mean offerings. Well, so far the pattern has been that we rally for earnings. So I'm kind of expecting us to rally for earnings, all right? So that is what I'm seeing here. So potentially that is what's going to be happening. It's going to gradually rally for earnings. Now where it's going to go, we clearly are stuck in this bearish trend. I think we're going to see some resistance and then gradually rally for earnings. Potentially maybe to the $8. Who knows? I don't know the fundamentals of this stock, but it does seem like we're rallying. GM. General Motors. Yeah, General Motors it's been moving very crazy. They've been going up pretty much parabolically for a while now. So right, so I think General Motors, it's looking a bit too good to be true or something. Like, they're moving very fast. It's not very usual for General Motors to be moving like this. Let's just use a trend line here. Maybe I should use a different one. Yeah, so I think General Motors most likely is going to sell off back to about 54.2, maybe a bit lower to the 53, and then gradually rally even further. I don't think anything is going to stop this rally, so I think that is what's going to happen next, potentially. Yeah, so it's still in the rallying mode. So probably going to come back here to about 54, 53.9, then potentially bounce back. And I think at around the 60s, it's going to top out. It's going to gradually fall back to this range, I would say. Gradually fall back to about $50, potentially, before bottoming. So that's currently what I'm seeing for GM. GM is with Azure, I don't know how you pronounce that. That's great, but they've gone. Look, I understand that news is great, but GM has gone up from $40 to $56. You've got to understand that that's a major move on the market cap as well. So, yeah, it definitely has some growth, but I think we're going to see a correction, and then after that, maybe the rally continues. Who knows? But I'm definitely eyeing towards this $60. Alphabet. I want to check Alphabet. Would you look at that? So Alphabet has been moving towards our price target of $1,800. Now, this is not coming as a surprise. I'm using YouTube to go live stream this through my Google Chrome browser, and I use Google Search, Google Drive, Google Docs, Google everything, right? So Alphabet is basically taking over the world. I even watch TV on my Google Chromecast on YouTube, you know, so using Android. No surprise that Google is doing well. No surprise at all. It's at a 1,200 billion market cap. I think that is still too cheap for what Google's offering. I think they're doing very good. They also recently had taken over Fitbit, which now they're going to get into the smartwatch industry. They have the Google Waymo, right? They're also moving inside the AI industry regarding autonomous vehicles. They have their own AI as well, DeepMind. So they are definitely they're heading somewhere. They have their own phones. I think Alphabet is very bullish. Very, very bullish. So, honestly, if I would choose one stock, if there would be one stock out there, one of the big cap technology companies that I would pick, it would be Alphabet or Tesla, right? So, Tesla's a little bit overly priced, I would say. But Alphabet at the moment, looking like a great buying opportunity, honestly. Unfortunately enough, it is priced at like $1,813. They haven't done a stock split yet. I think they will do that at some point. CRISPR Therapeutics. Oh, let me just put this down. CRISPR Therapeutics. Yeah, so I remember very clearly what I said. I said initially we go sideways, then we have an upturn, which is, let me just move it a tiny amount. Not even that. I want to draw it again, actually. But for the clarification, I expected this to consolidate here and then move upwards towards the $206. Seems like we're going to go to the $200 instead, somewhere in this range. I think right at the 203. Then we're going to see another downturn. I'm expecting this downturn to happen because we crossed on the MACD on the 4 hours. However, the short term is still bullish, so initially we go up to the 200s, then we come down to the 180s, and then we rally back upwards to the 200s. Whew. What is Palantir doing? Yeah, Palantir definitely skyrocketing over here. Yeah, I think we might reach the $28, $29 range today. That would be pretty crazy, but I think it's very realistic at this point. Space. Virgin Galactic. I expected Virgin Galactic to come down and fill the gap to the downside. Well, we did come down. We saw a downturn. We actually held the support right here. And it seems like we are not willing to come down further. Hold up. Oh, yeah, so there you go. I don't know what to say about that. So the daily is looking super bullish, like we're really rallying over here. Last time we had a move like this, we kept on rallying. So I do think the gap is going to be filled, but maybe this gap fill is going to happen like down the line, or I would say down the road. Yeah, it's. I think my prediction is a bit too bearish. Hold up. So we have to reformulate this. So I'm expecting it to probably rally like this, bounce off again, and then gradually come back. Hold up. I need to look at past patterns for Virgin Galactic. You know what? I'm just going to stick with my old prediction. I think it was looking pretty fine. It's not that bad. Doesn't have to be perfect. I think this one made sense, actually. Let me just move it a little bit. Okay, so the 30 minutes bearish. The 1 hour is about to cross. No, it doesn't make sense. Alright, so potentially move sideways like that, and then gradually come back down to the $30, bounce off right here, and then come down anyway to about $28, where we would rally back upwards from there. I think that's... See, even in the past we've seen something like this, and I think we have... I wouldn't be surprised. So yeah, Virgin Galactic does seem a bit bearish on the short term. Because we've already gone up like a lot, 50% to the upside. Yeah, I know we had good news for space. I understand that. IPOE. Let me check that one. IPOE, Social Carp. Yeah, I can't really say what's happening here because it's a very small cap, I believe, and yeah, it's heading up. That's all I can say right now. It's heading up. There's not enough information to go off of. Potentially go up again to the 25 and then gradually come down there. It's just all I can see right now with this 7 days worth of information. Palantir Technologies has an average rating of underperform and price targets ranging from $13 to $30, according to analysts polled by Capital IQ. Interesting stuff. Let's check Snowflake. See what Snowflake is doing. So I've said in the past that Snowflake would possibly be bottoming here and then rallying upwards, potentially back to this gap right here, the 370s. So that's what I'm still seeing for Snowflake to happen. I mean, we've been going down for quite some time now. So I think it's ready to be bouncing off. I mean, at least I'm expecting that right now. Let me go back to Palantir. Palantir still up about 2 percentage points. It might not be updating its on the second. So let me briefly see if it's going up even more. No, okay, so it's up about 2 percentage points, which is definitely not bad. It's pretty good. DBX, Roku, QS. Let me check Dropbox. Look how it's holding this support line. I think Dropbox is about to consolidate here and then gradually move up. At least that's what I'm seeing right now. Yeah, so definitely looking like that. Maybe it could go lower actually to the 21.3. So let me draw that. So this is what I think will happen for Dropbox. Something similar to that. Right. This is a great support line. So I think Dropbox is about to pretty much go up. It's only a $9 billion market cap. Relatively speaking to the other companies that we covered, that is not a lot. Nano Dimension. Let me check Nano Dimension as this goes about. Oh yeah, so Nano Dimension is currently going upwards, sort of going in the way we expected it to. Still trending upwards here. We went down here and we're now trending upwards. Keep in mind, I'm having a tough time on like predicting where the pre-market and the after hours is, but this is what I expected. It's not very different. Still rallying towards the $12. I think we could very well be pushing above right here during the market open hours and go to this area and then come back down again. And I think we're going to come down mainly because on the 4 hours we're still pretty much overextended. We're about to go to the overbought and we're going to touch it and then we're going to come down. So yeah, definitely. So I'm seeing a massive correction happen back to the 9.4 after the move to the $12. So that's what I'm seeing right now regarding that. I think we already did Bionano Genomics. Yeah, I think so. I think it was heading down, right? Yeah. Initially, go up a bit, go to the $8, then come down, bottom out here at the $6.6, $7, and then kind of rally upwards from there. At least that was what I'm pretty much seeing here. Let's see. I want your opinion on Alibaba. So I've been very bullish on Alibaba. I've said this several times. I don't know if you guys were there, but it's now sitting at 267. We were here when Alibaba dropped down to 220 and 215. I kind of bought some shares here, sold off right there. I mean, I was like, hey, we don't know where Jack Ma is. So now news is coming out that Jack Ma is fine. And not only that, Alibaba is about to drop some bombs. Their earnings are going to be amazing. And we're rallying from 215 all the way to 267, which is fantastic. We're back to original levels. I think we are most likely going to fill the gap, if anything, before really rallying up. So I'm expecting a gap fill happening right here. Back to the 259, potentially 257, and then we go upwards from there. So that's what I'm currently seeing. So yeah, there has to be a gap fill there. I mean, look at this. It's like, gosh, look at that. It's like $10. This is $15, $17. Come on. It's definitely going to see a correction. Have you ever done OZSC? You just started public trading this year. No, I haven't checked that one out. XPeng and Apple. All right, let's just go to XPeng first. Yeah, what's happening with this stock? Yeah, so I said we would have a downturn to the 47, then an upturn all the way to the 60s and 70s. We're still kind of doing that right now as we speak. Let's delete this. So we're still in an uptrend. It's a very beautiful bullish channel, I would say. And yeah, we're just still trending up, and I think this is most likely as it is with XPeng. It's still trending up. Yeah, this is looking a bit iffy though. I'm gonna say we're gonna go down here, and then we gradually go upwards to the $60. See some resistance, we come back up, and we just keep going. That's sort of the trend right now. So I'm expecting more upside to come for XPeng. Apple is going up. Hell yes. Let me see. This was my analysis from the other time, saying that it would pretty much be possible for us to go down a little bit further. So I'm not ruling that out. Even knowing that the pre-market is bullish right now, you never know, because there has been a lot of political turmoil around Apple and just other big tech companies. But in any other case, you could just easily move this right here. But I think for now, it's still going to remain a bit conservative, because we're still stuck in this bearish channel. We haven't gone out of it yet, right here. So anything could happen during the open hours. But definitely, I think Apple is definitely going up from here. We got a donation from Felix. It's $2. He says, you nailed ISR yesterday. Could you check today? Thanks for that donation. Yeah, I'll check it right now. I think oh yeah, so we sort of nailed it. Yeah, kind of. We said it would not go up much here, consolidate, and then go up. Something like that. So yeah, it seems like we're doing that right now. Then I said it would top out, which is it topping? Yeah, it seems like it's about to top out. So I think the next move for ISR, the way I'm seeing it right now, ISO rate, right? ISR. So I think there is a chance that this is right now, as it is, just gonna fall down. Hold up. It's gonna maybe fall down, or we still have an uptrend here. Okay, so fall down, go up again, then top out. Does that make sense? Yeah, pretty much it does. I think the $3 is like a psychological level. Right. Something like that. So if I'm just a rough sketch, rally again to the $3, top out, come back to the 2.2, try to push to the 2.4, fail, come down to the $2, seek support, bounce off to the 2.5. So that's what I'm thinking about ISRA right now. Charles Liu just donated $5. He says, please check BlackBerry. Thank you. I'll do it in a second. Thank you so much for that donation. So let's check BlackBerry. What? Whoa. I don't know what I predicted here. I think that is not happening. Definitely. What the hell? It's a little bit unpredictable at this point. I mean, look at that. How can you predict this move? This is like pure fundamentals. Either fundamentals or just there's like a lot of news coming out. Gosh, that is just insane. Yeah, I don't know much that I can say about this. Like, honestly, I think it's gonna come down at some point. It seems like we could top out, and we're also crossing on the 30 minutes, so potentially come back down like that. Yeah, so that's what I'm seeing right now. It looks very weird. Can't even use this anymore. Yeah, it does seem like we're gonna top out here. I'm just gonna say it's gonna probably continue a little bit further, top out, and just go up from there. So yeah, BlackBerry right now is not looking too nice, I would say, unless there's more fundamental news coming out, because I don't know the fundamentals of this stock. Nikita K just donated €2, and he or she says, "What do you use to buy and hold stocks, Gara?" Well, I use a bag. I kind of have a bag, and whenever I buy a stock, I just put it in the bag, and I just lay it around. I just toss it aside, and I don't look at it for like a couple weeks. Then I open the bag, and it's just full with tendies and just massive amount of gains. I'm just joking, but thanks for that donation, Nikita. I use Trading 212 right now for stocks. I also use a platform called Bucks, and yeah, but these are European ones though. So I don't think you guys in the United States can use that one, but I think some people who live in the Europe, the United States of Europe, can use it, but most people can't. See what's happening in the chat. Yeah, Netflix definitely went to the moon. I agree. I agree with that one. Netflix. I still think it's gonna see a correction at open. I still firmly believe that that's gonna happen. Maybe not exactly like that, but I still think it will happen. I could be totally wrong, but I haven't checked earnings as well, so. But I see that the technicals are super stretched out. And we also usually don't move that fast when it comes down to technicals. So it will most likely shed off some of these gains. It'll have to, because people will just start selling anyway, right? So like lots of people holding Netflix want to get some profits. They'll sell off. ATVI and MVIS. Palantir. Let me check. MVIS. Microvision. Wow, Microvision is sort of using in the trend. It's moving in the trend that we expected it to. 1 second, I'm gonna check who's ringing. All right, so back. Nothing special, I would say. But yeah, this was my prediction from for Microvision, and so far, looking at the trend at where like it went, keep in mind I drew this in December. Remember, I drew this in December. So from December until now, it's been moving in this trend. You can see it right here, which is pretty impressive. 1 month ago, we drew this, and it's moving along. Sort of, there's an error of about 70 cents, which is fine. It is fine. It's very close. But yeah, Microvision's still trending up, I would say. I think they have really great technologies. I've already checked the fundamentals, so they do have great technologies. Well, I look like a vampire right now. Let me just change the saturation. Hold up. Yeah, this is not better. Let me see. There you go. Contrast. Yeah, you know what? Let's just remain a vampire. But yeah, as a vampire, you don't see my pimples, which is great, fantastic. Right, so Tesla. Somebody says Tesla today to 900. We'll see. We'll see if that happens. That would be pretty cool. I would be very surprised if that would happen. We just had like 4 price target increases in like 1 week or something, which is pretty crazy. Seems like the price is not really reacting at all towards those price target increases. Seems like they really want this stock to go up for them to increase those prices. Palantir. What is happening with Palantir? Why is everybody saying Palantir? Oh. Because it's starting to go up even more. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Palantir's blazing right now. I agree. Looking pretty sweet. Guys, if you have not smashed that like button before, make sure you do it right now. I would really appreciate that. In fact, I will not say a single word until we reach 3,000 likes. Right now. No, I'm just joking. 200 is good enough as well. I think we reached 200 likes. Never gonna do that again. But yeah, thank you so much for 200 likes. I really appreciate that. Trying to do technical analysis without saying a word is pretty tough. We got another donation from Nikita K. It's a €5 donation. I use 212 also, but I've seen bad reviews when it comes down to withdrawing funds. Also, could you look at GILT? Thanks, G. Thank you so much for that donation. Yeah, so GILT. Right now, I'm looking at Palantir. Palantir's... Oh, no, wait, Neo, not Palantir. Neo's skyrocketing as we speak. I've said this before. Neo is going to go towards $60, see resistance, and then come down all the way again to the 57, and then sort of... It's going to be stuck in this bearish range, I think. So, GILT. Gillette. Double gap. It's a gap to the downside. It's a gap to the upside. Gaps for everybody. Seems like we're going to fill this gap, potentially. Just like that. That would be very weird if that would happen, actually. But that's just my rough guess. Yeah, I think that's gonna happen most likely. Actually, we're gonna fill the gap to the upside, then we're gonna come down, fill a gap to the downside, then we're gonna pretty much go up from there. So that's what I'm thinking. Something like that, I would say. If anything. Back to Palantir. About 7 minutes left, guys, until the market opens. Palantir's going up 2.5 percentage points. There you go. Wow. That is pretty amazing. That is pretty amazing indeed. We are skyrocketing on Palantir at the very moment. We've been saying it's a buying opportunity ever since it was at $28, $26, $24, $22, etc., etc. Anybody in Palantir should be very happy right now. Unless you got in at 28 or 30, because we're not still there yet. We did touch it very briefly. So I would say that about that. 2.55%. Looking pretty sweet. CCIV, definitely going to check that one. I think it's doing nothing at the moment. It's up 2.35 percentage points, but it's still in a downtrend on the 4 hours. And on the 2 hours, it's about to be bottoming out. Potentially bottoming out on the 2 hours, which could mean we would rally from here. But if we take a look at the 30 minutes, we're right at the edge. We're right on the trend line. Move this a tiny amount. So, yeah, we have to hold the line. We have to hold the line there. Massive, massive volume on Palantir. Okay. Let me check that. Oh my, look at that. Up 2.9% on Palantir. Very nice. This is a massive resistance area, though, so keep in mind, we could still very well come back to the 26.8 or maybe even the 26.3, so we could definitely fall back down. I would say, if anything, there's a good chance we're going to be running to the $28 and above. Let's go. I'm super excited. 5 more minutes until the markets open. Palantir is about to be taking off. Tesla right now taking off as well. NIO is taking off. Up 2.34 percentage points. And I would say Apple, your boy Apple, going up just about 0.66%. Not bad. Definitely not bad. And you got AMD right over here. AMD going up a percentage points, heading upwards. We have BNGO, Bionano Genomics, going down 15% instead of the 18% it was down previously. So we have Nano Dimension is still trending upwards, up 3.5 percentage points. It's pretty great. Let's just go back to, I would say, let's go back to Palantir. Hold up. I think we got a donation from somebody through the PayPal. Very awesome. Let me just check it for a second. 4 more minutes. We got a $5 donation from Francisco Castaneda. I like how when the market opens for the first 5 minutes, you sound like a sports commentator. Keep up the great work. And what do you think is the next for NIO since China is on lockdown? Thank you for that donation, Francisco. Yeah, so I'm kind of like with the sport commentator stuff. I think it's super exciting, right? The way stocks are moving, the patterns we're seeing, it's super exciting in my opinion. And I think right now there's not a lot of excitement on YouTube for stocks. It's just pretty much the same boring people explaining stocks. Like, hello guys, today we're going to look at these harmonic patterns. Like, we have to put some more excitement into it. You can still be excited and rational at the same time. It's not impossible. Also, I believe with the Neo thing and China. So I think Neo right now at the moment, Neo is sort of, we saw a sell-off because, well, we had some negative catalysts, but not only that, we have no bullish catalyst to be looking forward to aside from the deliveries. And every downturn we see, we have people buying in for the next catalyst, which is going to be deliveries, which is going to be about the first week of February, coming in about 2 or 3 weeks from now. So there's still some time left until then, and I think until then we will still be trending in the bearish channel. Okay, let's see what's happening here. 2 more minutes until the markets are open, guys. 2 more minutes. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, if you have not joined the Discord community yet, make sure you do. There is a link in the description for the Discord community. We talk about stocks, we talk about investing, about any topic you like to talk about, and it's just very awesome. So make sure you join that. Link for that is in the description. We also have a link for the Patreon where you can get exclusive benefits like buy and sell signals, consultations, and many, many more benefits. So definitely also check that out. If you've never seen a Lucid hoodie or Lucid t-shirt and you've always wanted one, we now have discounts on the Lucid merch. So check the description. You can see the link for the Lucid merchandise shop. My merch is going to arrive in a couple days. I'm going to be wearing the merch forever because I think it's absolutely fantastic. So definitely look forward to that one. Palantir moving upwards to the $27.37. There's about 30 seconds left until the markets are going to be open. We got a 10 DKK Danish krone donation from Nicolas Degen. Appreciate that, Nicolas. That is awesome. Market's about to be open. Let's see. Palantir. Come on, Palantir. I think there is a high probability that Palantir is going to be selling off. Yeah, there you go. It usually happens. It's just mind-boggling. You're just going to sell off here back to the 26.8. It's a classic Palantir, right? But we'll see. There you go. It's already starting to sell off, which is no problem. I mean, we're still heading up. What is important is that we keep this bull trend going. As long as that happens, we're going to have higher highs and higher lows as well. We got another 20 DKK donation from Nicolas Degen. He says, check Alibaba, please. I'll do that in a moment. Thank you for that donation as well. Palantir right now at the $27 range, which is still great. We're up about 1.8 percentage points. I want to check CCIV right now, probably selling off. Yeah, there you go, selling off right now as we speak. It's not going as planned at this moment. Keep in mind, this is a small cap stock with not a whole lot of technical information about it. Yeah, it's going to sell off to probably towards the $17.5 if this keeps going the way it's going. Let's go back to Neo, see what is Neo doing right now. Almost at $60 right now as we speak, so pretty great. And Tesla saw resistance at the 860s, is now coming back down. Let's see what's going to happen next. 855 right now as we speak. It's above the bearish channel, but I think there's a good probability it's going to come back to the $845, $846 range. We're starting to head down a little bit right now, but we'll see. We'll see what is next. For now, we've been stuck in this bearish channel for like a whole week, so I wouldn't be surprised if it would come back down. Let me check Alibaba. So I remember saying that Alibaba would be filling the gap most likely and then gradually come back up because it's still bullish, right? So that we still have earnings down the road, a couple weeks away from us, and that's going to happen. So don't have anything new about that to say. You can see right here, Netflix is starting to sell off a bit. We filled the gap to the downside. I think there's a possibility it will keep going down here, and people sell and just take profits on Netflix. Yeah, Tesla's still selling off right now from the 860 resistance that we saw, and now going to Bitcoin a bit. Bitcoin USD. Yeah, Bitcoin is still moving in this downtrend. Nothing much happening there. Back to Palantir. Palantir selling off to the 27. I mean, honestly, at this moment, it's so predictable. What usually happens with Palantir, we almost always, from the level that we gapped up at, we come back to that level, which is the 26.8, 26.7 range. Then we pretty much consolidate, and then we bounce off. So that is, I think, what could be happening next right now. Now sitting at $26.93. Not a surprise at all, I would say. Just casual Palantir things, you know. Alphabet is up. Is Alphabet up? Oh yeah, fantastic. Alphabet is going up right now as we speak. This was my long-term analysis. I think Alphabet is doing pretty great. There's a good chance they're going to be moving to a new all-time high now. Maybe they're already sitting out at that, right? Could be the case. No, not yet. So if they go above 1840s, 1842.6, 0.7, they'll have a new all-time high there. However, I think we're making this gap over here, which could be an indication we're going to come down there. No, I think we could rally a bit further, actually. I think we're going to create an all-time high. But yeah, Alphabet is looking like a very strong buying opportunity. They're relatively speaking very cheap, I would say, to buy in comparison to like Apple or something. Apple's also coming up now, 1.2% to the upside. We're starting to rally for earnings. This could be the big rally that we have been anticipating. If you guys didn't know, there was a lot of political turmoil, which kind of had a major effect on, I would say, stock prices. We're still at this say negative. We're in this negative bearish channel still, and if we go above the 130s, that would pretty much cancel it out. So we just have to go above the 130s at this point. BNGO, Givo, Palantir, CCIV. CCIV picking up the pace right now, going up to the 18.37. So definitely starting to pick up the pace. It's seeing support at the trend line, which is exactly what we expected. But I would say, hold up. Yeah, we're still in an uptrend. We still have higher lows and not necessarily higher highs. We're like consolidating in this range at this moment. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing just randomly just started going up really rapidly. Palantir filled the gap. Did they? Yeah, so we came down now. We're now at this point here. We filled the gap, 26.77. This could be where we would be rebounding to the upside. That is how it usually does go with Palantir. Massive uptrend there. Sitting at a $46.9 billion market cap. I mean, Palantir at some point was sitting at like $60 billion as a market cap as a whole. I think it was like right here, right? So like almost 60. It was like 55 billion, 57 billion dollars. What is the competitor doing right now? Snowflake. Snowflake is about to be bottoming. There you go. About to be bottoming here in this range, and then pretty much seeing a rally as well. I would say probably about 10% to the upside. I would say 8%, 8 to 9%, which is still not bad for Snowflake. Yeah, I think personally I think Palantir is a buying opportunity. Yeah, keep in mind I'm not a financial advisor, so no, I know nothing. But I do know a lot about technicals, and it's looking pretty sweet. Tilray sort of could definitely be bouncing off here. Nah, never mind. Never mind. I mean, it's crossing on the 4 hours. Probably still bullish on the daily, but I would still not consider this a buying opportunity. Just based off of technicals, right? We're overbought as well. We're coming down on the RSI. What's the weekly doing? Yeah, well, never mind that. Maybe in the future, you know. Oh, there you go. Netflix is coming back up even further. Who would have thought that? I'm still holding firm. I think this is not going to hold. Very overbought. MACD pretty high. Meh. I wouldn't buy Netflix. Obviously, I have not checked the fundamentals. It could be that they had significantly better earnings, but I just don't buy it right now. Let's go to Airbnb. I did say we would rally here, which is actually happening. So we said it would bottom out at the 165, then it would rally to the 175, and it would continue rallying. So far, we've not been false about this necessarily, if just looking at the pattern. It's just very close to crossing, but it seems like we're going to fail to cross on the MACD here. And on the 4 hours, we're also going down. So I have to say that, well, yes, for a couple days was very helpful. It seems like we're heading down now. So potentially moving in this fashion. Right. Something like that. That's what I'm expecting right now for Airbnb. And then the next move would be towards $200. I would probably think that would be the case. Or I would leave at least like the 180s, 190s. Apple hit a 130. Yeah, so there you go. Apple's about to make oh, look at that. Up 1.77 percentage points, guys. It's about to get really bullish really fast for Apple. $130.2. Yeah, we are now canceling out the bearish channel that we were in. As long as this keeps going, we'll be fine. Apple looking very bullish. I've been saying this for a long time. This was my conservative estimate. I said, hey, we could still go down a bit further if the markets would be negative. Potentially bottom out right here at 125. Bounce upwards massively for earnings. Go towards $140. And yeah, here we go. Crossing on the 4 hours. Guys, only the sky is going to be the limit at this point. So a very strong buying opportunity for Apple. Virgin Galactic actually going up. Oh my. Interesting. Amazon. So Amazon also going up. Yeah, I think Amazon is going to pop for earnings as well. Just all the big cap stocks that have gone sideways for like several quarters, they're going to be skyrocketing for earnings. Palantir is coming up. Is Palantir coming up? Oh yeah, definitely. It's moving out of the rut that it was stuck in. It's pretty impressive. I mean, even at these prices, like the $27, it's not even that bad to get into Palantir. Considering the potential gain, I mean, it could be going up like 20-30% from here. So Apple fell to 129. Oh well, I mean, that happens, right? It's very dynamic. Not Tesla. I mean, Neo. Neo struggling to go above the 60s. Could potentially already go down right now, actually, because you can see a gap right here. It could very well fill the gap and then come down to the $57.8. So it might not even reach the 60s, but this is still going to be my estimate for us to be filling this gap over here and then gradually coming down from there. We're seeing a lot more resistance than expected. AMD still casually going up right now. Keep in mind, anything could happen at this point because we know that Intel suddenly making a comeback. You saw this massive move to the $60. Intel coming out with its new processor or new chip. CRM, Salesforce. What the hell is going on? Somebody says. There you go, everybody. So, I don't know if you guys remember, it was not a very popular video, but as I said that Salesforce, right? I said Salesforce would be going upwards to the $220 and then to the $230 after having bottomed out here. As we speak, Salesforce is going up 3 percentage points. There you go, 3.2 percentage points. I said it was a nice buying opportunity. I said it would go up at least 10-20%. There you go, everybody. It will most likely come back down and fill the gap here at some point. But still, this is pretty neat. You gotta admit that. It's pretty neat. Not bad at all. But yeah, I think Salesforce has a lot more room to the upside. Probably at least going to go to the around the $250, $240 in this range. That's the least amount of bullishness that I'm expecting. Peru Invest just donated $5. He says, INUV, thank me later. Let me check in. INUV. Oh, wow. 50% to the upside. What do they do? Information technology. Market cap of 220 million. Let me check. Can I find this stock in I don't think I would be able to find this one. You can only probably trade this on Robinhood or something. iNuvo. That's a very small market cap over there for an IT company. Let me check it out. Let's see if my internet is working. iNuvo. I don't think I can invest in it in Europe. 1 second. iNuvo. Oh my gosh, I can. Oh, but it's already popping. It's already popping. It's $2 right now. You know, I'm gonna buy like 4 stocks just for the fun of it, right? You can do that every now and then, right? Oh, it's very tough to get one. I don't know anything about this stock, but it's moving up very fast. Definitely fast. Penny stock to about €2. $2. I think it's gonna correct. I think it will correct most definitely. It seems like it is gonna correct. It already corrected actually. I think we're going to see several corrections to the 1.7, 1.5, like that. We have another $2 Canadian donation from Mike Easy. Please check BlackBerry. I think we just did, but I'll just briefly take a look at it. I said that BlackBerry would top out, gradually come back down to the $9 to about $10, fill the gap, and then rally back up from there. So, but yeah, thanks for that donation, Mike Easy. I want to go back to Inuvo. It's very interesting. I don't know what this company does, so great that it's going up 50%, I guess, but Vanguard just bought Inuvo. I got no clue what it does, though. I prefer to not buy a stock I know nothing about. So, the Vanguard Group, Inc., 2.74%, 2.6 million Inuvo. Okay, so apparently they put a major investment down on Inuvo. Let me just check what Inuvo is about. What do they do? They are founded in 1987. Inuvo. Is it pharmaceuticals? It's an advertising technology company that delivers superior results for advertisers and publishers. Okay, but what's their revenue? Wait, I'm gonna check this out. See if they're legit. I don't know if you guys can see this. Oh my. Gonna have to go vampire mode because you can see my pimples. How do I do this? Vampire mode activated. Okay, so marketing shifts, how consumers are responding to COVID. So this is the Inuvo website. Keep in mind, this is a very small cap, right? Very small cap. $220 million cap. And patent technology. Inuvo's intent key is a programmatic media solution powered by patented AI-generated proprietary audience data. So it's they're using the AI buzzword. Our client media campaigns are delivered through a world-class multi-channel supply-side platform and supported by a team of experienced campaign managers dedicated to your account. Inuvo's unique patented and unduplicated technology provides brands the ability to reach incremental audiences, generating more high-quality leads. That sounds pretty good. That I haven't heard this before necessarily. And they have a small market cap. That's pretty great. I just want to know if they have any revenue. What is their revenue? So for investors, there you go. If they have revenue, then I think this is a great stock to get into. But if they don't, I'm just going to run away. Let's see their earnings. Thank you, PDF. Let's go. Inuvo. Oh my. Total assets of $35 million. That's pretty great. I don't care about the assets right now. I want to care about the revenue. Cost of... Ooh. Oh my. Oh my. They have... their revenue is alright. Not bad. Guys. They have... Net loss? 7 million. Gross profit. Guys, I think Inuvo is a nice buying opportunity. It's a small buying opportunity. They're actually legit. Obviously, they have other things like marketing costs, etc. total operating expenses are definitely going to be eating up the revenue, but operating loss of 6 million. But they're still growing, and I would say maybe they could scale this up. The same thing I said with Microvision. This is very promising. Even if it's like at $2 right now, hold up. I want to see their team. Company info. Management team. Richard Howie, Mr. Howie has been a member of the company's board of directors since 2000. Okay. Chief marketing. Okay, that's really usual. I mean, honestly, if I'm going to be really honest with you, if you are a marketing company, you want to have a tech guy as like the CEO, or you want to have a very great CTO, which is Chief Technology Officer. Because this world is turning into like just techtopia. Right, so he has some, I would say, experience. Chief Financial Officer is Wally Roos. Great. Chief Operating Officer. Where is their Chief Technology Officer? Where? That's a red flag. Chief Operating Officer. Yeah, so they're all about marketing and media, but that's great. But you need the tech guys, right? You need the tech dude, the CTO, because I mean, I'm assuming they're using software. What's happening with Palantir? Ooh, coming down now. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys remember, but I said at the very beginning, there's a chance it's just going to come back to the baseline again, consolidate, and then rally up. That has been the pattern, right? So not very surprising things happening right now. If it comes down below the 26, yeah, that's that's very bearish. But for now, we're still fine. I think are other markets coming down? Not even. Palantir is just selling off at this moment. It's just selling off at the moment. No problem. Inuvo management team. Yeah, I mean, what can I say? Intelligent advertising aligning brands with appropriate content and consumer intent. The artificial intelligence within our patented intent key leverages contextually based machine learning that mirrors the manner in which the human brain can instantly associate ideas, emotions. But where is this AI, and who's working on this AI? That's kind of what I'm wondering. I want to see the people that work on the AI. I'm only seeing marketing people. Who's working on the AI? Trade joined Inuvo in February 2002. It's just about marketing, but it's not about the AI itself. I don't see any employees that are working on AI. Governance, maybe. Board of Directors. Charles Morgan. This guy's technical. This guy's more of a financial guy. Fashion retailer. Executive technology position. I'm assuming that they have some people working under them that know stuff about technology right now. Cause yeah, Perry Invest just donated another $5. He says IPOE. I'll check that in a second. Thanks for that donation. Is Apple skyrocketing right now? I'm seeing some interesting live chats. Apple's definitely going up. Pretty nice to see. But with the Inuvo situation, I don't like their management. I just don't. Keep in mind, guys, this is their management, right? There is not a single technology person leading. Nobody. It's just marketing and advertisement, which is great, but you also need the tech guys. You need somebody in the tech industry taking charge as well. Especially considering that on their website, they state right here, there we go. Inuvo's intent key is a programmatic media solution powered by patented AI generated proprietary audience data. So who's working on the AI? I mean, the CEO isn't, the COO isn't, the CFO isn't. So who is? And we're not seeing who's doing that. So I would say this is still pretty sketchy. Maybe they have employees working on it, but they don't have a CTO. And they're founded in 1987. So it's like you have to have some tech people in this environment, and they don't have that. So I'm going to just lay off of this one. Maybe they'll succeed, but for now, I just don't like it. I don't like their management. They don't have a CTO. They don't have people that are focusing on the technology. Check the LinkedIn for Inuvo. Maybe I should. We'll come back to Inuvo in the future, probably, because it's Palantir. Let me see what's happening with Palantir at this moment. I mean, honestly, they are a marketing and advertising company, this Inuvo thing. So maybe could be fair. They're not necessarily focusing on... Okay, maybe I was a bit too harsh on them. Guys, I think Inuvo, honestly... Guys, I think Inuvo, if you have not gotten a marketing stock, right? Marketing industry, and it says technology. It's not really technology. It's like, yeah, it's a little bit of technology, but... So, if you want to get in a very cheap advertising company who also has some technology, I think Inuvo, at the price it's at, potential growth opportunity. But it's a very risky investment. Also, keep in mind, I'm not a financial advisor, so this is just my opinion. I think it's looking pretty sweet for a small buy. Just a small buy. Nothing more than that. I already checked this one. Said it would rally a bit further. Back to Tesla. Tesla going down. Back to the bearish channel. Seeing support at that 850. So coming back up. Potentially it's going to cross anyway and come down to the 840s. We'll see. Palantir. Starting to rally up now, casually. Advertising, right, it's advertising, okay. Good point. Oh boy, what's happening with CCIV right now? Cheeky CCIV is starting to move up now. There you go. It's sitting at the $18.6, coming back upwards now. Guys, this is going to be big. If this continues, we could very well see us go to $21 or $22. So, buckle up, everybody. It's going to be an interesting ride. We have another £5 donation from Rebecca Lee. She says, Garrett, could you please look at NDRA? Thank you, Rebecca. I'll look at it in a second. NDRA. Andra Life Sciences. Oh, it's filling the gap. Filled the gap here, I can see, but it's still heading down on the 30 minutes. Still very overextended on the MACD and RSI, both of them. Usually that does not entail a whole lot of positive news. All I can see right now is that this stock is about to be going down further. We don't have a lot of historic evidence or information, but I think what could happen next is just, yeah, probably potentially something like that I'm expecting. I don't even have to look at the trend. Maybe I do have to do that. So there's also a trend here. Trend is heading up. So if anything, fill the gaps that we have, then kind of bounce off potentially and rally upwards. So just short-term bearishness I'm seeing. And if there's more bearishness to come, it could extend this bearishness to the downside. But I'm not going to make that assumption. The markets are bullish. We just went up 30%. So yeah, expecting this to hold up now at the $1.8 to about $1.7. Rally up. Endra Live. NDRA, I think. Is BNGO a buy? Let me check BNGO right now. Bionano Genomics. Yeah, so it has moved to my target, which was the $8. Went up a little bit further to the 8.5. Now selling off. Instead, it would be selling off until about $6.77, which, looking at the current situation, we're looking more and more bullish. So, no, I think I'm gonna hold off on this one. I think there's still bearishness to come. I think we're not done yet. I think we're gonna head back to this $7, potentially bottom out, then rally upwards. We're still down massively, and I think there's a good chance we're gonna be stuck in this bearish channel for a while. So ARKF has been selling tons of SQ and replacing it with Open. Square, right? They've been selling Square. Oh, that is bad timing, I guess. So they're now below the trend. We're done. That is not good. This trend has been held for like a couple months. We're now below it. We're now stuck in a bearish trend. And yeah, so I would not touch Square right now. Just wouldn't do that. Seems more like we're about to see a big sell-off, actually. Can't see it anywhere. Yeah, that's definitely still coming back down. Let's just say that it's like, oh, didn't intend to that for that to happen. Something like that I'm seeing right now, just because we crossed the trend right here. Peru Invest just donated $15. He says IPOE is mini SQ. Interesting. Thanks for that. Thanks for that investment. Let's see. IPOE. Yeah, it's just there's just not a whole lot of info to go off of. It's just what can I say? I do think it looks bullish. I mean, it's definitely in a bull trend. But that's all I can say about it. Not a whole lot more than that happening. Social gap. IPOE. Let me just search the so Inuvo was alright. IPOE. I don't know what this is, like, literally. Okay. It's I think they have SPACs, right? But with which one is it gonna merge? Oh, Perry Invest just casually coming in with another $15. Sophie merged with IPOE. Thanks once again. Sophie. Let me see what's happening there. I've never heard of Sophie. SoFi or SoFi company. Come on. Get up to $485. Wow. Earn up to $125 when you open a Sophie Monica. What? They're paying you they're giving you money to make an account. That is absolutely amazing. I like this site. IPOE. What's the market cap of this? IPOE stock. It's a market cap of $2.4 billion. Do they have an investments kind of... Can I check resources or about? Investors. Yeah, there you go. I want to just see what this one is doing. I don't like the way they designed this. Oh wait, this is... Oh, never mind. It's a government site. Of course they designed it like that. Gosh. It doesn't look very professional, I would say. I have to go to the filings, don't I? Oh, they make it so tough. Can I check this one? This isn't it, is it? Right, so just trying to sift my way through this. I mean, it seems legit. Annual financial overview. Good. This is everything they have for the whole year. In millions, right? So have millions. Quarterly financial overview, adjusted net revenue, adjusted EBITDA. So this is adjusted, right? So like, I'm assuming. Hold up. So they're growing about 50% per year. Yeah, this is pretty legit. I mean, these are pretty legit stocks. Thank you for the suggestions, Peru Invest. And also thanks for the donations. He says, I don't do BS when it's come to stocks. I'm just here to help who wants to make money. Open and IPOE is the long term. It seems like it, yeah, for like, it's risky, definitely, because it's like, you know, these are new players, relatively speaking. Not very popular, but they could very well be the next big thing if they play it right. They're growing. But we'll see. Net income losses. Keep in mind, these are companies that are all losing money. So we have to be careful with that. Honestly, I think once interest rates go up, they're going to have a problem. So I'm not so sure about it. For now, I mean, the next year it's going to be just fine. I think the stocks are going to they're going to do just fine. But yeah, what can I say? So IPOE, Open Door Technologies, also going up. But these are, this is a very big one now. It's probably going to see a correction here. IPOE is a good one. Univo, pretty sweet as well. Or Inuvo, I think, not Univo. Despite the fact that it went up like 40%, looking pretty great as well, I would say. See what's happening in the live chat right now. Oh, we have another $15 donation from Peru Invest. He says UBX is the one which I hold for the next 5 years. He says it's not financial advice. UBX. Unity. I think Unity is a great one. Wait, hold up. What? Unity's market capitalization is only 366 million? Oh, it's biotechnology. I thought it was. Wait, hold up. Unity biotechnology. Where have I heard that before? Unity biotechnology. Oh yeah, it's a different kind of Unity than what I thought. So yeah, I mean, small cap, right? But I'll be careful with these kind of companies, though. Usually with these like bio companies, and they have a tough time getting money. They have a tough time making revenue. The only way they can survive is with just very low interest rates, borrowing like tons of money, and just issuing more stock. That's how they get their money usually. I would like to lay off, like, just stay away from these kind of companies. Maybe have like small amounts. Jeff Bezos invested a lot in UBX. That's pretty great. Yeah, thanks for that donation again, once again. Peru Invest. Yeah, so I think with the thing with United Biotechnology is it's a small cap, relatively speaking, to other companies. But you see they have negative net income quarter over quarter. Oh, this was yearly, right? So year over year. And it's like higher and higher deficits, yet the stock is going up, which is probably an indication that they're working on some kind of technology that is going to be helpful. Hey, look at that. Tesla's coming back down through this bearish channel back to where we thought it would be. Surprise, surprise. Filling the gap. So Yeah, so we had like 4 price target increases, and it has done nothing for the price. Absolutely nothing. Even though earnings is coming up, we're still going flat. So I don't know what argumentation the Tesla bulls have right now, but as we speak, it's not really running. And I've said this before, we priced in everything. Pretty much everything. Neo should also be down then. Yeah, there you go. Neo is also going down, unfortunately enough, stuck in this bearish channel. So it's not reaching $60. Potentially going to go back to the 57, bounce off, and kind of zigzag into this bearish channel. That's what I'm seeing right now. Palantir, yet the markets are going up, right? So the markets are really up. Palantir also coming down here. And Apple, I think Apple should be performing really well. There you go. Apple going up 2.6 percentage points right as we speak. That is absolutely beautiful. That is amazing. That's absolutely amazing. Wow. Guys, this is just the beginning. I think Apple is about to be making big moves coming up. Very big moves are coming up right now. So, I want to go back to, what was I doing? I think it was UBX. If Jeff Bezos invested in this company, Unity Biotechnology is a startup biotechnology company that develops drugs which targets senescent cells. Total revenue of 0 for a couple of years. They're burning money. Very overvalued, it says. Unity Biotechnology. I want to go to their presentations. I want to see what they're about. Because if they have solid technology that is going to give them revenue for the next 10 years, I mean, I would not mind investing into that. I mean, what is this supposed to be? So, therapeutic hypothesis and pipeline. Unity is developing transformative medicines to slow, halt, or reverse diseases of aging. Ophthalmology. Targeting cellular senescence and aging-related biology. Neurology. Okay. UBX 1325 PH1 safety readout and DME in first half of 2021. They have several studies that they're doing. Target senescence probably at adjacent biology with broad application with the cross indications. They're working on these things at the moment. Diabetic macular edema. I don't even know what that means. Probably about the eye. Yeah, so there you go. Neurology. It seems pretty legit what they're doing. They're definitely studying it. Like, I can't deny that. But honestly, a university student could make a presentation like this. But they're probably, this is like, you can't do it any much better than this, obviously. Oh my gosh, it's gonna take ages to read this. But they don't have, like, they show me studies here, but like not really anything that they're doing with like creating a product. Is it like, what I'm wondering is like, are these studies or medicine that they're like currently, that are currently in the pipeline? Phase 1. Okay, so they're still okay, so here they're with the lead optimization, and with the UBX 1325 they're coming into phase 1. That is going to be very big. Yeah, I think this is another like great stock to be owning in, I would say this is sort of like genomics, but it really a little bit genomics, I guess. It's biotechnology, right? So I think it's pretty legit if Jeff Bezos invested in it, like, and if this, if what I just read, it's all legit. They're actually working on it, and they're like, they have several medicine in the pipeline that they're working on. I mean, that is very, very good. However, we do know that they've been burning money for years. So they have to get something through that pipeline to the phase 3 and just sell some products. I mean, the money is not gonna. There's not an infinite supply of money. Oh, yeah, I think they'll be fine for like the next 5 years, probably. Yeah. Oh, I'm just gonna have to change my skin color here. Very controversially speaking. There you go. Also, yeah, it's just whenever the light changes, it just changes the colors and everything. Looks a bit weird. I think this should be alright. Oh gosh. Alright, so Palantir's dropping. Is it dropping? Hold up. Nah, not much. It's not dropping much. This is fine. I think it's still gonna rebound. This is fine. In fact, I think I remember saying that it would rebound from the 26 all the way. So if you've checked the recent analysis, we said it would fall down to 26 and then it would rally up. So yeah, that's not very surprising right now, I would say. Netflix still up a significant amount. I think it will still be coming down. Going back to CCIV, which is going up 2 percentage points, selling off like a couple percentage points as well. Unfortunately speaking, it seems like we're about to head down, actually. This is not going to happen. Oh my gosh. Look at that. It's a very big sell-off. It's like 3 percentage points to the downside. It has to hold this trend line, though. Yeah, so I think what's happening right now with the EV sector, especially, is that a lot of them have been going up for the Biden inauguration today, and well, that's what's priced in, right? So when it's priced in, then you kind of could see a sell-off happen on the news itself, which is going to be happening very soon. So yeah. But yeah, anyways, guys, make sure you drop the like button and you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet. I would really, really find that awesome. I do these live streams every single day, and I would appreciate that. Markets are still running up right now, guys, so still looking bullish. We do have a massive gap right here, which we're going to be filling up down the road. But yeah, guys, if you have not checked out the Discord community, check it out right now. Make sure you join. We have about 1,600 people in it right now. We just talk about stocks, investing and trading. We share the news. It's just an awesome community you want to be part of. So check out the Discord. Link is in the description for the Discord server. We also have a Patreon that you can join and donate to that would really support the channel. You could get early access to videos, buy and sell signals, consultations, and many more benefits at the Patreon. So definitely also check that one out. And lastly, if you have ever wondered whether we had merchandise or not, yes, we do. We have hoodies, t-shirts, mugs, and everything. Definitely check that out as well. We have a merchandise store. Link is in the description for that. I'll be wearing the merch every single day very soon, as my merch is going to be coming in. So check it out, guys. All right, so I think I'm going to be wrapping up the live stream as we speak. I hope you enjoyed it so far. So let me see what's happening here. Whew. All right, I'm going to be taking a bit of a rest. I've been live for about 2 hours now. I hope you guys can appreciate what I do for you guys. Bitcoin. Let me check Bitcoin. BNGO. Yeah, BNGO is sort of still moving in the pattern that we said it would be traversing in. Nano Dimension, same thing, coming up to the $12 now. Tesla's going back to the bearish channel. Palantir is selling off, kind of as expected. I mean, it's been doing this pattern every single day almost, but it's still heading up, so I'm very bullish on it still. And the demo is coming up the 26th, so I think it'll be just fine. It's crazy how we were up like a couple percentage points, and now we're negative again. Very, very interesting movement. Going back to Apple. Apple's skyrocketing right now. Look at that. Up 2.5 percentage points. And AMD is now also going upwards. We have NVIDIA is probably going up right now as well. 2.3 percentage points on NVIDIA. Obviously, if the QQQs are going up, then all the technology companies are going to be going up. So I would say that. But yeah, guys. Like, subscribe, check out the Discord, the Patreon, and the merchandise shop we have. I'll be seeing you next time. Good luck trading. And hold up. I think I have to check out who followed me on Instagram and Twitter right now, because I do these shout outs usually at the end of every single stream. Keep in mind, I'm also going to be live again before the market close. So 2 or 3 hours before the market close, I'll be live streaming again. So if you are subscribed, you will be getting that notification. I think today nobody followed me on Instagram, so set live, but that's no problem. On Twitter, however, it's a different story. I think I'm popular on Twitter now. Oh gosh, we have Nero Gaber, and Philip Doproot. And I think we have somebody. No, I think, yeah. Nero Gaber and Philip Doproot just followed us on Twitter. Really appreciate that, guys. Keep in mind, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. All the links are in the description. We have a couple books lined up there as well. If you are interested in trading books, investing books, I've lined up my favorite books, and the Discord, the Patreon, and everything else is going to be down below as well, guys. Have an awesome day. I'll be seeing you again.